Hello boys and girls, it's really nice to see you and I hope you had a lovely Easter. Now Winston and I are here to do a story with you this morning, aren't we Winston? Winston, what are you carrying? Can I hold that? Can you see? He's got it's a medical bag, yes I can see. Why have you got a medical bag? Because it's part of the story today. Oh, hang on, let me just do your ear. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so this is part of the story. It's in there. Someone has an accident and they're fixed. Okay, so what is this story about? And that's in your bag. Of course it's in your bag. You want to dive in and find it. Oh, there he goes. Diving in his bag. Oh, it's a potato. Yes, it's a potato. Is it one of our stories about the potatoes, the dirty potatoes? Oh, and they have an accident, which is why we have the first aid kit. Okay, do you know the name of the story? You do? Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, I'll tell them. Okay, it's Goodness, the Paramedic. That's where the first aid comes in, isn't it? And the oily rags. There we go. Should we have a listen to it? It sounds interesting. Let's have a listen. Once upon a time there was a very special place called Heartland, and in the middle of Heartland was a tree which was beautiful and strong, and on which grew the most lovely good fruit. In fact, the fruit was so good that it even loved the dirty potatoes who were always trying to spoil things. It was spring cleaning time in Heartland, and Goodness the Paramedic was in charge. Everyone had a job to do. Kiddie Kindness was doing some dusting, a Big Chief Peace was doing some vacuuming, and Baby Love was picking up the litter. Goodness the Paramedic was on standby, ready to help if needed. All the fruit were working really well together when all of a sudden along came Pride and Arrogance, the dirty potatoes. Pride and Arrogance were best friends and always thought they knew best. Out of my way, said Arrogance. I know all there is to know about cleaning. We don't need anyone's help to clean up Heartland, said Pride. Much to everyone's surprise, Pride and Arrogance began to clean Heartland with some oily rags that they had brought with them for the job. What a mess they made! The more they cleaned with their oily rags, the more they just spread dirt around Pride and they just spread dirt around. Pride and Arrogance thought they were doing a brilliant job. I don't know about you, Arrogance, but I'm rather good at this, said Pride. Well, if it wasn't for me mopping up around you, Heartland would be a mess, said Arrogance. Pride and Arrogance were doing more harm than good, and Heartland was beginning to hurt. Goodness, the Paramedic, had an idea. I think it's time you two came with me, he announced. I want to show you something that you will never be able to clean by yourself. Ooh, we can clean anything, scoffed the two dirty potatoes. You just show us what it is. Follow me then, said Goodness the Paramedic. Perhaps while I'm gone, you could repair the damage that these two have done, please, Dr. Gentleness. Certainly, said Dr. Gentleness. I'll have Heartland back to normal in no time. Pride and Arrogance followed Goodness the Paramedic as he began to climb a steep hill. They both looked at each other and wondered what this thing could be that was so difficult to clean. And As they climbed the hill, they began to take guesses. I think he's taking us to a sooty chimney, said Pride. But then again, a sooty chimney is no problem for an expert like me. You're completely wrong, said Arrogance. He's taking us to a greasy engine, and greasy engines are easy peasy for expert cleaners like me. Goodness got to the top of the hill ahead of the two dirty potatoes. Pride and Arrogance had been too busy arguing and fighting all the way up the top. Now they were thoroughly worn out. Well, you finally made it, said Goodness. Now follow me down the hill and I'll show you what it is that you'll never be able to clean by yourself. We don't need you anymore, puffed Arrogance, still out of breath. We don't need anyone. We'll find it for ourselves, wheezed Pride, who was also tired out. The two potatoes had enough of walking for one day, so instead they sat themselves down on their oily rags and used them as sledges to slide down the hill. We'll find whatever you're looking for in no time, laughed Pride as he wheezed off down the hill. And then we'll give you the best clean of your life, yelled Arrogance on the top of his voice as the pair got faster and faster. Oh, goodness, the paramedic stood at the top of the hill and he watched the dirty potatoes speeding down the hill on their oily rags. Goodness could not bear to watch, and he put his hands over his eyes and waited, and the two dirty potatoes were completely out of control. Faster and faster they went until crash! It looks like I'll be needing this, said Goodness the paramedic as he slung his first aid bag over his shoulder and raced down the hill. When he got to the bottom, he found Pride and Arrogance lying in a crumpled heap. They'd gone headlong into a large rock that stood at the bottom of the hill. Ouch! That hurt! Groaned Pride. Ow, my head! Moaned Arrogance. Oh dear, said Goodness, as he arrived with his first aid bag to mend their cuts and their bruises. The pair weren't too badly hurt, just a bit shaken. And when they'd finished, Goodness announced that it was time to show them what it was that they would never be able to clean by themselves. Pride and Arrogance picked up their oily cloths and ready to do some more cleaning. Then Goodness did something really surprising. Here is what you will never be able to clean by yourself, he said, and he turned and he pointed to the River Grace, which flows through Heartland. They both looked at their reflections in the crystal clear water. It's us, said Pride and Arrogance together. How dirty they looked. So that's it, said Pride. Goodness thinks that we can't clean ourselves. Well, we'll jolly well prove him wrong. They both began rubbing and scrubbing themselves with their oily cloths, but only succeeded in making themselves even dirtier. This is useless, said Pride. We'll never get ourselves clean. That's because the dirt comes from all the bad things you've done, said Goodness. Nonsense, said Arrogance. I can clean anything. But try as he might, he could not get rid of his dirt. Pride at last admitted that no matter how hard he tried, he could not make himself clean. I give up. Will you help me to be clean, Goodness? He pleaded. The Grace River has made me realise how dirty I really am. And I need your help. Goodness gave Pride a good wash and a scrub, and in no time at all he was a brand new potato. As for Arrogance, well, he left Heartland forever, still trying to clean himself with his oily rags. Goodness threw Pride's oily rag into the bin and thought to himself how it was good to have another new potato in Heartland. Well, that was a very good story, wasn't it? And they all got, and I love it when Paramedic washes the potatoes in the end, and they were all scrubbed lovely and clean. You like having a bath? Yes, I know you do, like splashing around in the water. Well, it's time now for some singing. Have you got your singing voices on? I hope so. What songs can we sing that go with that story? Can you think? Oh, that's a difficult one, isn't it? I have to think about this one. Is that your thinking pose? Okay. Oh, what songs could we sing? I don't know. Down in the Jungle. You think that, do you know that song? I don't know if they know that song. You want to teach them? Okay. Do you know Down in the Jungle? The Boogie Boogie song. Boogie Boogie song. Okay, here we go. It's about washing clothes. Okay, you're going to have to join in with me. Okay. Down in the jungle where nobody goes, there's a big crocodile washing his clothes with the scrubba-dubba here and a rubba-dubba there. And that's the way he washes his clothes, with an eye, you boogie, 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 singing you boogie, 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 singing you boogie, boogie, boogie. That's the way he washes his clothes. There you go. Well done. Because the potatoes were having a wash, weren't they? They were becoming new potatoes. How great is that? Now we need another song. Wonder what we could sing. Something in the story. The potatoes rolled down the hill, didn't they? They fell down the hill. They're running so fast they fell down the hill. What can we do with that? What about Jack and Jill went up a hill? They did. And they fell down. You're quite right. Should we do that one? Should we do that one? Okay. Are you going to join in again? Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got, and home did trot as fast as he could caper. Went to bed to mend his head with vinegar and brown paper. You don't like vinegar? Do you like vinegar? Sometimes I like vinegar. I like vinegar on chips. Do you like vinegar on chips? No, you don't. He said it makes him feel sick. Oh, never mind. What else a song can we sing? Paramedic. That's them fixing them up. We had them falling down the road, round the hill. We had them nice and clean in the end with the rubber-dub-dub. What else could we do? You want to do your favourite? Okay. All right, then shall we do Wind the Bobbin Up then? Because that's what you want, isn't it? Okay, here we go. I don't know why you like this song, because it makes you dizzy. You like being dizzy. Okay, here we go. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, Point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3, and put your hands upon your knee. Oh, he's disappeared. Where have you disappeared? Winston? You was putting your nose on your knees. Okay. That's good. Okay, it's time to go now. I know. But tell you what, we'll see him again soon. Would you like that? Would you like to see them again soon? Shall we do bye-bye children? Because you don't want to go. We are going to though. You're going to join in with me? Okay. Bye-bye children. Bye-bye children. Bye-bye children. It's time to let us go. Bye-bye children. Bye-bye children. Bye-bye children. It's time for us to go. Because you're going to do a house with me. Because it's home. And you want to do watch time. So it's home time. Because we, Winston and I, are leaving your home. But we will be back. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.